This is my album that I had a while ago, and it's called Sweet Memories. It's Heartfelt Creations paper collection. I made a few changes on the embellishments. Um, I added a few more flowers here, mulberry flowers from the United Kingdom, and my little special little roses that I like so much, and then I put some more down here, and then I handmade these flowers. Um, they've been die cut and inked and shaped, and then I put these centers in there. But all the rest of this is still the same. I just added some extra things. I think I had these stick pins, and I just put those in there. I have another album that I bought some beautiful stick pins from one of the girls at the Paper Hen House, and I put those in that album that I'll show you in a little bit. Here's the spine. Here's the back where I fussy cut these roses and leaves out and put that back there. So let's go on so I can make hopefully a shorter video and not tie you up so long. I have these flowers. This all remained the same, and a journaling spot there. Here's the back of the page where if you wanted to put a photo you could, and then I have these photo mats. The back of these I did cover. Oh, I hope I had that in frame. With some of the same paper collection. Here is a good spot for journaling if you wanted to. And let me show you the front of these again. So then those are in there. Over here is this page. I took out the other flower that I had, and I put one of my handmade flowers there. And it's been shaped. I wanted to say shaped, die cut, inked, and shaped. And so throughout the album I've got a few more of those. I wanted it to tie in with the front here. Here's a swing tab, and it has this page. I've got two die cut embellished areas. That's not what I wanted to say. Two different dies that I used. One to make this outer, I'll get it, the outer here, and then this one to make the inner border, just to have a different take on what I had made in the past. Here's a little tag, and it slips under there, or you can put anything else there. A photo would be perfect, and you could use that little tag for somewhere else or on something else. Here's a die cut. I really loaded this full of die cuts so that you can slip your photo under there, and it would make a really pretty overlay. And you could leave it unglued if you wanted to, or if you are going to keep the same picture in there, you can glue this down a little bit so that it will hold and stay. And then here's a journaling tag. Get that little spot of glue up there, and there. You know, after you make all these and then you come back, there's always little things that, you know, and I see other people doing it as well. They kind of pick at it, and you're kind of cleaning things up as you go. So here are two layers, and these little let me get down here a little bit, wrong way. Pretty little flowers that I bought, and look, this is cloth, and then it has some pretty centers. I thought they went well with the colors of the paper. All right, get back there. All right, moving on. Here's the next page. This has a swing tab as well. I put another Sweet Memories there because there's a few sentiments in this paper collection that I really liked, and so I brought that in again. You can put a small picture here or just do some journaling here because there's plenty other areas for your photos in this spot. Here is another die cut. Whoops. That's what I say. You might want to glue these down after you put your photo in. And the edge here has two different edges and decorative edges. I may not do that next time. I had this border set and I wanted to try it, so I could have just done just the one and I still would have had this edge here, which is the same as that one, but it's two different dies. And then here's this tag for journaling. Here's this large matted area for a photo. Then that flips shut and the swing tab closes. This page does not have a swing tab, but I do have a little flower over here as a holding spot or a breaking spot for, so that your mats aren't sliding all over the place. Here's a couple of photo mats, and I have white cardstock on the back of those. Oh dear, I knew I would forget this because some I have top-loading mats and some I do not. Let me swing back to this one here and I will show you that. And this is a die cut that I made, and then I kept the insert here so that you can use it as a template to put a picture there. And then I think in the back I have another mat that has the same design. But this one I used so that I would have some extra dimension. I didn't want these to get too thick because I knew I was going to put 4 mats in here, and so that's what I did with that. I'm going to lay that aside. Then I think I showed you all the front of this. Here's this little lock. I mounted these pieces from the collection onto the same brown cardstock. And here's a Prima Brad. This one also is a Prima Brad. And on top of here is this mat, or a little booklet, like the first one I showed you. And it has that, and then 2 more on the inside, and then another on the back. So you have 4 spots here for additional photos or journaling. It's a choice for you. This page has a swing tab, journaling area here, with some more little flowers, the cloth flowers, and the pretty pearl, different colored pearl centers, and a die cut here backed on the same brown cardstock. You can journal there. And then, by the way, I put a lot of magnets in this one. I hadn't been doing so many magnets in the other ones that were made of this style, but I did put magnets in this one. So you have a lot of that helps keep it all closed as well. Here's a die cut flourish and a journaling tag, or you can use it as a little photo tag if you want. I would suggest that if you have a photo that you're going to keep there permanently, since this particular die cut is very fragile, I would suggest that you put it in and then glue this down in spots so that you know, it doesn't get too messed up. Unless you're a careful person, in which case, you know, that would be fine. You can trade out your photos. Here's a nice area for a photo. You can crop it a little bit and it would fit in there very nicely. I have a different die cut here, but it also can be fragile if you're not careful with it. Have a double-sided little tag there that can be used anywhere. This one is, let's see, no, I didn't glue it down. I just glued the top and the side over here so that you can slip something in there, whether it be a photo or one of these little mats, or maybe you want to just go ahead and glue it down. That's up to you. Then this page has a swing tab again, one of my handmade flowers, some more of the little cloth flowers. I've had those for a while. I thought they went real well with the paper collection, the colors of them. That one's magnet. There's many magnets in here because I just wanted them as an extra nice feature for you. Here's a little tag, another die cut. This flips up. And it has a swing tab. It's like double duty, you know, as far as the magnet and the swing tab, but I think you'll like it, that, you know, you can use, that it'll stay closed for you. So here are 4 more mats, or journaling spots, however you want to use them. Then over here we have this journaling mat, and then another little space here. I like them kind of layered and staggered, so that's why I put them that way. And but you can, you know, put a little something up there or down here, or both. You know, I think I would probably use both. That was my intent anyway. Here's another one of my handmade flowers, and then 2 of the little cloth. It's very soft, delicate type of cloth, and it has little ravelly edges, which I think makes it look more vintage and handmade. Here's a sizable area here with the 2 die cut layers, and you can use that for a photo or journaling if you want, but I tried to give you a lot of small cards for your journaling. Some have pattern paper on both sides and some have white. You just have to look through and see what you want to do. Here's another die cut up in the corner. Like I said, this again was something that I didn't do as much of on previous albums, so I did take the extra time and I made the die cuts. Here's a swing tab. I wanted to take it that way actually. And a little ticket that says special wishes. That's a Prima Brad. This flips down so that you can put something here if you want a journal. I'd suggest using probably a white gel pen because it's pretty dark. But it all depends on what you were going to, if you were going to use it as a journaling area, what would you be placing there, what would you be writing, how much of it, and whether or not you need to use a white gel pen. Here is this tag that's white on the back. Here's another one of those really delicate corner flourishes. Let me get this down here. So that, you know, I think a photo would look really neat under there. This one you could go horizontal or vertical either way. And like I said, these are just in here for you to place wherever you want, wherever, you know, you think they look best. And here's the top pull-out with 4 more photo journaling areas, depending upon what you want to use them for. Here is the last 2 pages. I put a journaling spot there, and here's a handmade flower. I replaced this flower as well. All of these handmade flowers inside, they are replacements for what I did have in there. The more I looked at it, the more I didn't like what I had there, so I wanted to change it and then bring this album back out again. Here's a large photo area, and here as well with another one of these delicate flourishes. And I did put in a extra journaling tag for you. And then this closes shut. And then it opens up like this. I'm going to have to pull this down because my tripod is right in front of me, and right in front of this, it's back here. It's back here. And it doesn't allow me much room. Okay, so here's another one of those delicate flourishes, you know, for you to place a photo under or use a journaling spot, one of those little tags I made. And then here's a matching journaling, flourish. So that closes with a magnet. I think I showed you all of this. Yeah. And it has that swing tab. Now on the back page is another journaling area that is glued down from here down. And I put a couple of those little silky cloth-like vintage looking flowers. Here's the die cut center for the one in the front that I showed you, and this is a template. I would use it as a template, and you know, you can trace a line on your photo, and then you'll have a nice even cut, perfect cut for your photo to fit in that spot. There's that. And then here's one. Oh, here, this is the one I was talking about. That, see, that fits right in there. It's a 2-piece die set that I bought. So if you wanted to place someone's photo there, or a couple, or you know, whatever you wanted to place, you have a template to put right there. And then I'm going to just put this right back here in the back so that you'll know where it is, and I will too. I will remember that I placed it there, and that's where you'll find it. So it's full, and yet it lays nice and even, and it's 6.5 by 6.5 and a 2.5 inch spine. I think it was 2.5 inch. Yeah, it's 2.5 inches, and it's heavy chipboard for the covers and the spine, and then this is all a nice cardstock. So there you have it. I hope you like it, and I hope you appreciate and like the improvements. I think they're improvements. I like it better. I'm happier with it because it just, to me, it just didn't look right. I had, well, it doesn't matter what I did have there. It's just that, you know, the additional things, I think, added to it and make it nicer. Have a great day. Bye-bye.